And good afternoon to your listeners of Agape FM, and welcome to episode 8 of Build Your Business with me, Athi, the Chief Fire Igniter, Talent Alchemist, People Magnet, and People Connector. And I'm super excited today about our episode and our guest that we have in studio, who I met a week or two ago, and she absolutely blew my mind. Absolutely sensational and phenomenal woman who's doing great and marvelous things, and a woman of excellence as well in terms of her brand positioning and how she's doing everything at this point in time. Charlene Mandulane, you're welcome today to our episode.
Hello and afternoon to your listeners.
I'm just super excited to have you once more again in the studio. Thank you so much for honoring us and bursting us with your beautiful presence and your exciting products that you do. Do you have any special shout outs that you'd like to do before we proceed?
I'll just say hi to everyone listening, and I'm looking forward to this amazing time with you.
Fabulous. So Charlene is the founder, the co-founder, and the director of a luxury brand called Carol and Charlene, and she will be telling us more about her business today, and we'll be also discussing the nitty-gritty in terms of starting a business in the midst of pandemic. As we get into the questions, as you all know, Build Your Business is a show that where we target inviting guests, pathfinders, and captains of industries who get to discuss about their entrepreneurial journeys. We get different types of speakers as well who come and share, whether it be in a career perspective or from a business perspective. They come and share their experiences from a kingdom perspective. So Charlene, for somebody who's tuning in today and doesn't know what you do you mind telling us who you are, a little bit about yourself?
Okay. As you've already mentioned, my name is Charlene. I'm the co-founder of Carol and Charlene, a business that we started with my younger sister, Carol. So I studied accounting science, but I did modeling in the past year. So beauty products
Yes.
was my journey. So starting the beauty space was always there because I've worked through beauty and all that. So I co-founded this, and then with me running the day to day, and then my little sister being part of the production of got a chemistry background. She studied microbiology, but also in food sciences. So the chemistry part of the products comes from her side. Yes.
And I must say, your products, I mean, I was quite fortunate to meet you like last week or so. In terms of the types of products, that you do, do you mind sharing what exactly you guys do produce, you and your sister, just for our audience who doesn't know what your brand is all about?
We've got beauty products. We've got salt, and then we've got home care and sleep. So in the in products, we've got face oils, face masks, we've got body creams, we've got body scrubs, and then in the home care stuff, we've got candles, diffusers, room sprays, and we kind of launching your room mists, like your linen mists, in the days. Probably will launch like a perfume soon, because everyone has been nagging and saying, since you've got how about you create something that one can wear around? And
Yes.
right now, and with the sleepwear, we make custom made stuff.
Oh, wow.
Accommodate everyone. We know, like, you go to a shop, you walk in, and then got limited sizes. You find that you're small up, you're bigger than the bottom, so you struggle to the perfect size. So now we wanted everyone to find something comfortable to wear, that you don't even got your size or anything like that. You just get
100%.
something fit for you. Yeah.
That's perfect, custom and bespoke. And definitely, I must say, I've experienced your products already. I managed to buy your diffuser, which is making my house smell absolutely beautiful. It smells rich, basically. And your yes, your room spray as well, which just transforms the house. Tell me, how did the excellent come about? And there's always this notion, Charlene, of Black entrepreneurs that our products or whatever we get into, we always provide substandard stuff. Where does that come from? Is it an innate quality or a character in you that whatever you do well? Where does it come from?
It's my love for luxury. I love.
Ah, it comes through. I must say, it absolutely comes through. When one buys your product, if I can say, it's like I'm buying a Carol Boys or an Africology product, top tier quality, premium and opulence.
Yeah, but at an affordable price. You forgot to
And
mention that.
yes, yes, affordable price.
Made it in a way that it's quality that is available for everybody. Like it
Mhm.
shouldn't exclude people because normally this product like not available for other people. Like they're so expensive that you love
Yes,
something but not afford to buy. But we
afford. Yep.
people look at them and they're like, I want this and I can afford this.
Yeah.
So our main goal was to have a product that's beautiful, that's luxurious, affordable to our people.
Absolutely. No, definitely. I mean, it was a treat for me for a couple of things that I could get for the amount. It was a great buy. But most importantly, it was such a value for money that I received from you guys. I definitely encourage those who are tuning in today to definitely check out the website. We will be sharing the details of where they can find the products that you stock. Now, Charlene, tell me, in terms of how did this business come about? You've been in the space, I believe, for quite a brief time. And how did the business come about? Why now? Why did you decide to launch at this point in time? Having studied accounting, coming from an accounting background, why the entrepreneurial journey for you?
Um, to be honest, I worked before as a
Okay,
bookkeeper, and
okay,
in 2015 I got retrenched, and then
okay.
I went to modeling. But
Mhm,
I to run my own thing, have my own business. I used to
mhm,
get in trouble at school. I used to tell
mhm,
self in class.
uh-huh. So the entrepreneurial thing has always been there from
I
a
grew,
young age.
I grew up in a family where we sold things in the house. Like my mom would
Mhm,
sell homemade guava juice. We sold
mhm,
during mango seasons. We'll go and sell
mhm.
mangoes at bus stations to people that are leaving our hometown back to Johannesburg. So
Yes.
that entrepreneurial thing has always been there.
Mhm.
But um, in 2018, I started another business. I'm also in the procurement space. I
Okay.
procure for companies, private
Mhm,
and government. But in
mhm,
2020, COVID, that's when the idea came about.
mhm,
Watching Self Made. It was a movie about Miss what's her name again? Her name is Walker. I'll try to
mhm,
see CJ Walker. I watched
mhm,
her from nothing, like homemade products that
mhm,
not to
mhm,
be on a dollar business. I
mhm.
watched. She had limited resources, but yet
Yes.
she made something out of it. What is holding me back?
Mm,
I always had this idea of having my own thing. Like you in modeling, you model people's products, but
yes.
how about I become face my own products
For
instead
that.
of
Mhm,
putting people's products out here? I can create something that's
mhm,
my face of it. How about I do that? You know.
mhm,
So in the midst of COVID, we sat down with my little sister, and then we drafted a business plan, and then we decided this is
mhm,
what we do. We
mhm,
started just I think three products actually, with the room spray, a diffuser, and candles, like soy candles.
mhm,
And if I tell you, I
mhm.
had about eight candles when I I started.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Three, I think we only had 3 cents by then, but now we have over 10 cents.
Oh,
And diffuser
wow.
cents to, but now we've got about 16 or 17 cents.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that we created in the midst of COVID. You know, when people are just sitting around doing nothing, and you waste
Yes.
so much time, and you
Mm-hmm.
realize how about I become creative and do.
Mm.
Little did we know that something will grow and become something that everybody loves, that everyone wants to have.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
No, that's super amazing. And I mean, you talk about starting and starting this business during COVID. What was your lesson, from that in the midst of a pandemic where everything had gone into shutdown? People, they get into a space of depression, feeling defeated, and finding no way out. For you, what triggered that for you? And I know you mentioned, which is a movie that I definitely want to recommend as well. I'm going to watch it myself, self-made, definitely for that inspiration. But for you, that trigger in terms of really and the lessons that you take from that during the period.
you know what? A whole lot of people were confined in spaces, and
Mm-hmm.
instead of taking that as a disadvantage that you're not out there interacting with people, I was watching
Mm-hmm.
things, reading, I was
Mm-hmm.
researching, I was
Mm-hmm.
creating. You know what? It really messed up a lot of things. Like most people lost
Mm-hmm.
their jobs. Even my little
Yes.
sister, so that when everything is done, she'll still have a job. And with me, I was
Mm-hmm.
already doing my own thing.
Retrenched. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
own thing, and I've stopped looking for employment. I was, like fighting hard to stay relevant and
Mm-hmm.
run this. Um, so I feel like COVID really was a wake up call, actually. That what,
Mm-hmm.
there's time when there won't be access to things and everything. How
Yes.
about you sit there and create something that
Mm-hmm.
will change or bring happiness to people? Because you know what, with scents, there's something about scents. Like when you
Yes.
walk
Absolutely.
in a room and it smells so good, it stays in your
Mm-hmm.
mind. Something that's
Yes.
memorable. So
Mm-hmm.
it made me become much creative. Like it really changed a lot. Like it, instead of being depressed and worried that I'm stuck indoors. I used to be a socialite. I used to love going out and imagine now everything changed. Now you're stuck at home. You're like,
Yes.
I do next. Like you couldn't even go buy
Exactly.
enjoy. You were told no, you need to buy essentials. Like you need to.
Exactly. We were limited. You're correct.
You're limited. But with that limitation came about that no, you're not actually limited. How about you
Mm-hmm.
create the time where you're not distracted and create something beautiful
Correct.
that will last for a while and not just
Mm-hmm.
short. Yeah.
Now, I'm quite excited in your notion, your outlook, and your perspective as well on that, Charlene, in terms of using what is limited and using that time of lockdown to unleash what had been inside. Like you said, you've been in the beauty modeling industry and got exposed, and you decided to create, research, and do something, which is a very powerful tool. And I think it's a great way to also encourage somebody who feels stuck, whether you're an entrepreneur, you are hoping to start and you don't know how to move, do research, and in order to be able to create something and start small, which is what important, from having three cents and shifting and moving into bigger models and stuff. And when you started with your sister, Carol, did you guys have goals? Did you envision yourself, your brand Karen and Charlene, growing to the magnitude that it's grown now?
Yes, we did. I once 20 I was 16, and I walked
Mm-hmm.
into space like it was this big shop with fragrances, and I fell in love, and I was like, wow, one day I should have
Mm-hmm.
something like for myself. Because normally,
Was that Joe Malone, by the way?
no, 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 it was ASAP. They've got permits in
Oh, oh, is
in
it?
south of America, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that made me want to set up goals that one day I could
Mm-hmm.
achieve. You look at Joe Malone, they've got shops all over the world.
Exactly. Yes. And she basically, if you check her story, she started basically practically off by you, like you
Yeah,
guys, like your brand.
we can also achieve that. How about we
Yeah.
we start where we are now and see
Mhm,
where we imagine we started with only I think 4 8 candles, and now I have different candles, colors,
mhm,
like
mhm,
different and scents, and from us drafting goals and how we want to see ourselves in the next, because we do
mhm.
quarterly goals, like we go back, we
Yes.
look at achieved and what we can do, reviews from our clients, and then we go rectify
Mhm,
whatever is wrong, and then we move
mhm.
forward, try do more marketing. What is there in the market? What do people want? What
Mm.
set up goals quarterly, and then go back and
Mhm,
check the of whatever we've set, and then we come
mhm.
back, set more goals and then achieve and you know keep on.
I love what you're saying, Charlene, is that you ladies clearly have a plan. And yes, things may not go as anticipated, but the fact that you've got quarterly goals. And another thing that stands out for me is the fact that you take into consideration the reviews that you get from your customers, because it's one thing to go and start a product or a service, but you are not willing to receive constructive criticism that is very, influential in terms of how your business moves. And let's talk about your customer base. Is it only South Africa that you've been targeting so far, or how has it been?
So far it's been locally, but we've
Okay.
got help from outside. I've got people from Namibia, from I even had a client from Austria.
Oh,
uh,
wow.
yeah, so our aim now is actually to go globally, but now that we've
Okay.
like clientele around South Africa, because now we're in
Mhm.
restaurants, we're in shops. So soon I can't wait to just go globally and have the world experience our beautiful products. Yeah.
No, absolutely. And let's talk about your production. So, are you production from home, or where is it? There's been an expansion. How are you guys going about that?
Funny enough, I produce the stuff at home. Yes,
Oh,
the
wow.
happens downstairs. I've got a very big dining table. That's where the
Okay.
production. Like if you find me, I'll be working from morning until actually late at night. I remember the
Mhm.
day before we had that
The event.
the
Yes.
event.
Yes.
I had to
Oh,
make sure that
wow.
I kept
So,
stuff.
those were made the night before.
Yes, I had to make everything from a package, because everything happens here. Like we do the packaging.
Yeah.
Like it's the nice thing about it. I love is that I'm from the inception of the product. Because
Mm.
I
So,
know
which
what
allows you to be able to explain
it is
each product to a potential customer.
until the final product. Like I'm there
Mhm.
from purchasing raw materials, from the processing, from
Mm.
sending it out like to the customer.
Mhm.
I'm out of that. So that's one thing I like about that.
I absolutely love what you're saying, because also I feel that, as entrepreneurs, we tend to be quite uncomfortable, Charlene, when it comes to, we're good maybe on the production side or the servicing side, but you find that we struggle when it comes to, for instance, selling the product, which was something that I must definitely commend you for in terms of your product knowledge, one, and also being able to sell the product, because it's one thing to produce the product, but another thing to be able to sell to the market, and also coming out of your comfort zone to go into events, sell into restaurants and spaces like that. Do you think that because you are a socialite, it makes it easy for you, or is it just a natural gift for you to be able to sell?
Like I said, I used to sell sweets in class.
So hence it makes it super easy for you.
It's only day, and I'm outgoing and I love people, and I can walk into a room and talk to
Mhm.
people, network very easily. Like
Yes.
it's like come to we just it's like it's a house on fire. Even if I don't know you, people swear that no,
Yes.
before this whole event or something. But I'm one person.
Mhm.
I love. So if you love people, it's easier for you to interact with them. Even if you're
Mhm.
selling, you can you can easily sell hundreds and bottles if you're good with communication, if you're a people's person. It's just it comes naturally, but you also learn along the way because you see
Yeah.
how things, and then you're like, okay, if that works, okay, let me learn that. Let me gas if that's gonna move me forward. How about I learn that and move forward with that.
And move
Yeah.
with it. I love what you're saying as well, Charlene, in terms of, being a people's person. It makes it very easy for you to sell. And I'll speak personally for myself. I grew up as an introvert, but having come into the business space, I've had to force myself to engage with people, force myself to network. I don't like going out, but because I'm an entrepreneur, it's important that I get myself out there, and that's how you're going to get your product known. Besides networking, what other platforms are you using as the Carol and Charlene brand to get your business out there, to get your product out there? What platforms are you using? And what are those hacks as well that are your favorite hacks that you guys, ladies, use to run your business? Any process or a tool?
We've got a website, but we also have placed our products in like nice uh this upcoming like new restaurants, like when the
Mm,
hype is happening, everyone is going there.
yeah.
So my
Yes.
clients coming from our products being at certain places, people are like, wow, we've smelled this somewhere. They go to the market,
Mm.
they just ask for our, because I've made it here to them that even if it's just anybody, give them my number. Okay. They see something and they love it, give them my number. It's fine.
Mhm.
Mouth and also social media is the role I've
Okay.
following. Yeah,
Mhm.
and helped a lot with getting the product out, because you remember during COVID, you could not interact with people, and with our
Yes.
product, feel, you need to smell, you need to touch
Yes.
the whole thing. So with COVID, we were limited, but from social media and placing our things, products in, we were lucky enough. When we started, I was also selling masks, like PPE and stuff. When COVID
You
hit,
are a serial entrepreneur, if I can say like.
you know
I
what?
love your spirit, and I love the tenacity that you're not scared to get anywhere.
Yes, wherever the money is, I'm there.
Yeah. No, I love that. I love that outlook. Yeah.
You cannot limit yourself to one source of income. If you
Absolutely.
need for something, go out there and sell it. Like,
Mhm.
go out there and research what is needed in the market. Go there,
Mm.
standing on the streets and selling potatoes or whatever. If that is the first step that you need to do to get you to where you want to be, do it.
Mm.
Do it.
Mm. Mm.
Like, don't be model, accountants, busy running around
Yes.
selling cloth masks and all this that PPE.
Exactly, because people are so worried about what people are going to think. And I mean, I commend you for the fact that you know how to go and know which restaurants are new and opening, which means that it takes a lot of boldness to encourage to go and speak up to somebody that, listen, can you be able to stock my products? I see you launching. Can you stock my products?
And having a new product in the market and having somebody trust it because they've never seen
Mm. And then it means that it's quality, whatever that you're producing, for somebody to trust you and they don't know it's an unknown brand, it means that you're producing quality.
yes, that's one thing about our product. They sell themselves as much as you can do the talking, but when you
Mhm,
present people and they
mhm,
smell them, like, no, this is quality stuff, we want to have.
mhm,
So right now we're trying to place them in hotels, and that way I know we'll attract more clients, by placing them in spots where people are like frequenting and everything. So
mm,
and placing things in restaurants, hotels will actually get us more people, like more traffic.
mhm,
Like, you place it in a hotel, there's traffic there, people have meetings there, people sleep there, and
mhm. No, of course.
yeah.
I love the fact that you think out of the box and you're not using your traditional methods of getting your business out there. And like I said, again, your boldness, your tenacity to be able to go out and show yourself to people. And I wish, Charlene, that you had at least some. Do you by any chance have pictures of your items or the bottles, the packagings? Because it actually stood out for itself. We came to the stand with a couple of ladies that night, and your
Yeah.
products were just sitting there, and we're curious. We just came to the table ourselves because of the excellency of your packaging, first of all, before we could even smell. By the time we smelled, it was already the packaging itself spoke for itself. Now
Yeah.
tell me, having been in business, from being a bookkeeper and being in business, doing business as a procurement person, dealing with different kinds of suppliers, what have been, the things that have terrified you about running a business? And the failures as well that you've experienced and the lessons that you've learned from your failures.
Actually, with running the business, I remember this one time when I was busy with procurement full force in 2018,
Mm-hmm.
bidding for a project, and then I quoted less than the cost of the
Oh,
item because
oh, oh, oh.
I research, and it came back that I got because I'm sure they were shocked. Who quoted
Yes.
this amount? Because the market value of this is not. I got the appointment to go purchase the
Okay.
items, and now go purchase the items, and now you look at, no, I'm not gonna make profit. I'm actually going to make a loss.
A loss. Yes.
The challenges I met, and I learned from there that, you know what, do proper market like do research before you put out
Mm.
everything. Do
Mm-hmm.
like run from people that have already done this, because sometimes we scared
Mm.
because
To ask.
we'll come across as nagging and needy. Go out there, push
Yes.
the person, like, listen, I'm doing this for the first time, help me with
Mm-hmm.
this. And that
Mm-hmm.
way you then to prevent like
Mistakes.
mistakes, you learn
Mm-hmm.
to 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 avoid a lot of mishaps. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the most of the failures that I experienced were like this, the learning curves, like they were like learning, like stepping stones to the person I am right now, like today.
Today. Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
not really bad. They were just like lessons, I feel like.
Yes, little things that we tend to overlook, but have a bigger damage, or not really a damage per se, but there's a lesson behind. And I like your outlook to that in terms of not really seeing it as a failure, but as a lesson, and the fact that you need to do a lot of extensive research, market analysis before you embark or take on anything. In that way, it allows you to prevent any mishaps or mistakes. Now, tell me, you talk about mentoring and coaching, asking questions from the right people. Do you and your sister in this business have somebody who's coaching you, or has it sort of been like you just go and do the research and rely on research alone?
I'm lucky to be surrounded by women that are out there, that some are in business, some are in
Mhm,
coaching. So when you
mhm,
go and you seek information, you are able
mhm.
to come back with not just like limited, like not just like an opinion from one person. It's from
Yes,
it's diversity, like it's from different people. So I'm lucky to have such women that are already like sitting as executives. So they come
mm,
as they've been helpful actually. Some have done
mhm,
business failed, some have been
mhm.
successful. They there to work with us. They there to say, listen, you see here, you need to fix this to get,
Yes,
yeah. and and with me being open to anything, like I'm open to being advised. I'm not that stubborn person that's
yes. I
like,
love that. I love
I
that. Yeah, because that's the
know
only way you can grow is by being
that
open.
people that have walked the path before you, and from
Yes.
uh, reading and researching. I like sometimes sleep very late at night. I'm on the
Mhm,
internet looking at the latest
mhm.
package, looking at the latest trend,
Mm.
I'm able to bring that to the table and say, Carol, I was on the space yesterday and I saw this and
Mhm.
this. What do you think of this? And then we see if we can go ahead with it or not. But
Absolutely.
we've got, like, we're exposed to the right people.
I
Yeah.
love that. Your network, your tribe, your circle, it's very important as an entrepreneur. I mean, even as a professional person, that you have people that speak into your life, that encourage you, that guide you, that correct you as well in areas where you go wrong. And again, also the fact that, you know, the research, you're studying trends, what is out there in the market, what is required with the market, from the market, in order to create something that will address the need. Now, you know, Charlene, the beauty industry, the luxury space of your Carol and Charlene brand is so beautiful, so opulent. I absolutely love it. I'm in HR, but I love the space that you are in. You talk of doing procurement. How are you able? Because it's so easy to run a business when you're passionate about it, and I can see the passion for the beauty, the luxury space. Procurement is very dull. Dealing with government is very frustrating. How do you find the balance between those two to still be able to continue and function in spaces that are not really exciting?
It's about, you like prioritizing, like planning things,
Mhm.
and to
Mhm.
for your staff to be able to
Mhm.
do. We are given 24 hours a day, but
Absolutely.
if you are able to plan your things, you'll be able to
Mhm.
cover in like the 24 hours. People say it's short sometimes, but if you
Yeah.
know how to use it, you
Mhm.
will you will manage a lot of things. So with the procurement space, it's not easy. I know, like government, sometimes they don't pay on time.
Yeah, 60-day timeline frames. I mean, even above and beyond that, to get into their databases, it's a nightmare.
Nightmare. You die and then you wait. The waiting period is not
Mm.
even a nightmare. But if you
Mhm.
must be persistent. Like, bother
Mm.
them 100 times and ask, how far are you with this? How? Because you know what, with most people struggle to start.
I like that. Knock on doors constantly until they answer.
It's like,
It's a no. It's a yes until they say no. I love that. Absolutely
yes.
love it.
You need to be persistent in life. Otherwise,
Yeah,
if you give, never achieve anything. And with the
correct.
constraint finances, most people want to start businesses, but finance is not really there. It's a
Mm.
struggle. We don't come from families where there's money. We
Money, yes.
have to go out there, and like I said, I sold masks to be able to start the business that I have right now. So imagine they're not paying on time there where you're
Yeah.
busy
An
procuring.
accountant, a model like you selling masks, standing out there and selling masks. It's such humility. Absolute humility and absolute hunger and the drive that you have.
No, I'll do anything. I'll do anything to get me
No,
to
I
where.
love that. Absolutely love it, Charlene. And I mean, I want to encourage somebody there. If you're still worried about, especially in our black communities, about abantu bazotini, you are not going to get anywhere. This road for entrepreneurs or whatever you want to do in life, you have to put earplugs in your ear, focus on where you're going, be humble, eat a humble pie. And by humble, not only just, oh no, it's getting out there, doing things that are out of your comfort zone, in order to achieve the bigger picture and the objectives and the financial freedom, which you talk of about as well. And forget about the glamour and the beauty. It will come later on, but there's groundwork that needs to be done. And tell me in terms of where do you see this business? Where do you see Charlene Mandulane in the next 5 years to come? I can tell you, 5 to 10 years to come, I sort of envision you like the Joe Malone of South Africa, of Africa. That's how I see the first day, the night I saw you. I was like, who is this girl? Who is this brand? There's this striking personality and the beauty, of course, that's behind you. But where do you see yourselves? Where do you see your brands?
Globally, of course. I see this
Yes,
brand
100%.
globally. I see as creating employment. I see
Mhm,
as being in each and every household in South Africa because we are
mhm.
affordable, and every
Yes.
South African have this product. I want every South African to have a nice home. Like, when you walk into every home, it should
Mm.
be nice. I love being
Yes.
here. Joy,
Yeah.
the space.
The scent is so welcoming and inviting. Absolutely. The little things. And it's the little things that make a place beautiful. It doesn't have to be expensive furniture or expensive stuff, but just simple things, how you capture the mind, the nose, and all of that. So powerful. Do you see yourself, Charlene, going back to corporate after you've tasted this whole entrepreneurial journey? If an opportunity were to come today and say, listen, there's an accountant position, would you go back?
No, I wouldn't. I'm one person. I function well, like not 9 to 5. I
Mhm.
don't
Yeah.
a structural environment. I function
Mhm.
well in places where it's flexible for me to do things. It's flexible for me
Mm.
because sometimes
Mhm.
corporate, it's okay to do corporate, but
Mhm.
if you have other dreams, and you should do that 8 to 5. But when you get home,
Mm.
uh, do because sometimes you need to do that corporate work to get you to where you need to be. Like, you need to make that money.
Absolutely.
You need to pay those bills.
Absolutely.
But if you
Mhm.
still have a passion on the side, do your
Mm.
corporate, and then when you get home, don't sleep.
Yeah.
Do your part. Like, do whatever
Yes.
you need to get you to where you want to be. But me going back to
Absolutely.
corporate, I'll definitely not be going there. I've got a bigger vision in this business, and I see myself being that CEO I once dreamt of being.
Mm.
Who's a decision, like being a decision maker and getting
Yes.
people involved, investing in communities. I want that. I want to be
Yeah.
not limited or confined in a space. I want to be just available out there to lift other people, to teach and, avail myself anytime and not be limited.
Absolutely. No, definitely love that. And I fully agree. I mean, I remember when COVID happened as well, I thought that because I'm a single mom, I've got two kids, I need to go back to corporate. But something inside of me was like, I can't. Like you said, it's the flexibility, the freedom, and the fact that you're not limited. I'm not a 9 to 5 person. And I always say that the entrepreneurial path is for the brave. It means sleepless nights. There's no routine. Things can function anyhow. And yeah, it's not for everybody. So either, yes, you do your time in corporate to generate the income, pay the bills. But if you're brave enough, take the leap, take the jump, and you will navigate and figure your way through. Now, tell me, Charlene, as we're looking at time, what do you love most about your business? And what do you love, working for yourself? What do you love most doing this business? Both the procurement part of things and also your luxury, your beauty brand as well.
With the procurement part, it's, sometimes I'm one honest person and very genuine. I remember even when I quote things in the
Mm-hmm.
procurement, it was for me, doing procurement was for me. I wish, like, most people were not doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, and people were about service delivery and
Mm,
procuring things at affordable prices, at like the right quality, and not
mm.
just make the money, but
For the
to
sake to make money. Yeah.
provide good
Which is
service.
what most people get into the business for, that space. Yeah, it's about quick cash, making the money.
But I wish people were about service delivery and giving
Mm,
people quality product,
quality. Mm,
making a million. Like, you procure something, you make
mhm.
200%. People are trying to get rich from one transaction, of which is get.
Mm.
Most people are now sitting in commissions of inquiries because of things that they could have
Come
avoided.
on. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
um, with the beauty space, one thing I love is creating something
Mm,
that I create with so much love and joy. Like,
mhm,
struggled growing up. I had dry skin, so now I
Mm.
products that I don't feel that dryness anymore. I've got the softest skin now. I've used plenty.
Absolutely, and I can attest on your product. When I bought your the creams, the hand cream, COVID ate up my skin a lot with the sanitizers on my hands. But within a short space of time, from last week or 2 weeks ago when we met, there's been such a tremendous, because my hands looked aged, Charlene. They look like a granny's hand, and I'm so young. But just to attest on the fact that you said dry skin and how you've created something so beautiful that transform one's a body, and the outlook as well. Yeah.
Yes, and the fact that I've created organic products like the skincare,
Mm-hmm.
um it's non-toxic. It's products that
Mm-hmm.
are not to harm your skin. It's products that I'm from there from inception of creating the product.
Mm-hmm.
I know because no
Yes,
buy the shelves. We don't even know what they put in, and in the long
exactly.
suffer certain like skin issues and stuff, but I know what goes in my products, and it's products that I use on a daily. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
products, so I put in so much love and joy doing this. Like it's fulfilling. Like it's amazing. So if there's one thing about the beauty product, it's that I love what I'm doing. Like
It's
I
fulfilling.
enjoy every day.
Absolutely. I love that there's fulfillment at the end of the day, even if the money may take some time to make versus procurement, but
Yeah.
it's a product or something that you enjoy doing and you're quite passionate about. Now tell me, Charlene, for somebody who's young, wants to start, what are your advices? I mean, you've said quite a mouthful. The fact that you've been bold, the fact that you've been an entrepreneur from a young age, and you do not want to be limited in the freedom that comes with entrepreneurship. What are your tips for somebody who wants to get into business or struggling to get into business or trying to rebuild themselves? What would you advise them today?
Um, go for it. Don't hold back. Whatever you want, possible. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you need to go get that loan, go get that
Mm-hmm.
loan. If you need to
Mm.
get funding, do your research. There's funding
Mm.
youth. There's funding available from um, companies that
Mm.
empowers small businesses. Go for it. Like
Yes.
if
Mm-hmm.
finances a restraint, like there's money out there available for that goes
Yep.
mostly like you find there's a
Yeah.
budget that at the beginning of the year it's given to small businesses, but just
Mm-hmm.
because we lack information, we end up not using that opportunity. My advice to you is like do your research, do proper
Mm-hmm.
research. If
Mm-hmm.
you something, go out there, ask people that have done it before. Yes,
Mm.
are very that keep to themselves, but they'll be that
Mm-hmm.
one that wants to see somebody else doing the same thing as they are, and that
Mm-hmm.
doesn't want to be the only person that's doing the same thing. Like today,
Absolutely.
at the I went to the launch today of Sawos,
Yes. Yes. At the
and
JSE. Yes.
about this narrative of having being the only person doing something. It needs to stop.
Mm.
If
Yes.
you are
Yeah.
to lift others and teach others,
Mm.
do that. This whole thing of saying no, I'm the first black CA and this is my space. No, no, no.
Mm.
Bring more people to that will even offload the amount of work you have to
The
do.
pressure.
The
Mm.
pressure,
Mm.
the
Mm-hmm.
money is saturated. Like we can have as many people selling
Exactly. There's over
products.
7 billion people out there in the world. So, yeah,
Oh,
there's more than enough.
yes, there's more than enough pie for everybody. It's not just a small
Mm.
piece. Not just a small
Mm-hmm.
piece. It's there's enough for everybody. So go for it. Ask for help when you need help. Don't sit there in a corner because you never achieve
Mm.
if you keep to your corner. Like you need to go out there, speak up, and then ask people. Like how do I do this? How do I? Because some people are
I
not.
love that. My highlight and my take from you: go out there, get out there. Don't be
Like,
scared. And to go
press
out
on,
there, it means that
press
you need to
on.
get rid of the mentality. Yeah.
Yes, look at Coca-Cola. They sold 25 bottles the first year they launched. Imagine how big they are, right? So
They are
imagine if
now, years after.
this is not selling, we're not making that money, and the money will come later. If you're doing
Yeah.
something you love, the money will come.
Mm,
Rush into spending the profit, because
yeah.
profits, there's gonna be some time where you make a lot of sales. There'll be times where
Hmm.
you don't sell anything at all. So if
Hmm.
you're smart enough, invest back in the business. That's what I've been doing, and I
Absolutely.
that
Mm.
to have the products we have today. It's because we
Hmm.
didn't the money that we made, we put it back in the
Hmm.
business. Where the business even
Hmm.
fed. So this whole thing of
Mm.
success is the problem within the youth. Like you make a million today, and then
You
you go,
finish it all up.
yes, but you don't know what might happen tomorrow. So you must
Absolutely.
invest in the business. And if there's one thing I realized, I never run out of bread in the house, because I'm able to sell those products out here. I might
Mm.
uh, a few rands and thousands and all that, but I don't go to bed hungry.
Yeah.
So if you want to start that, go out there, start it, and then your life will change for the better. Like do it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely love that. Invest back in your business. Start, go out there, get information, research, 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 which is very important. And don't complete and waste all of your money just by spending it in terms of the profit, but generate them back into the business. Charlene, for somebody who wants your rich, opulent, bespoke, custom made, and affordable products, how do they get in touch with you? Like, yeah, unfortunately, I know you have got your numbers and all of that, and I know how to get my orders from you. For somebody who wants to experience your beautiful products and get to see the loungewear, your nightwear as well that you talk of, and your beautiful scents, and they want to create a beautiful scent in their homes, but at an affordable price, how do they get in touch with you?
They can reach us, they can WhatsApp me. I'm available. It's 072 417 641, 072 417 3641. And then with social media, it's Carol Charlene. That's Instagram. And then we also on Facebook. It's Carol and Charlene page. And then we've got a website. It's www.carolandcharlene.co.za, or they can email me on info@carolandcharlene.co.za. Yes.
I trust our listeners tonight today have been truly inspired and been ignited. I love your passion. The passion comes through. I love the tenacity and the boldness that you have. The fact that you're not scared to knock on doors. You're not scared to get your product out there. You're not scared of people. You're quite comfortable getting out there. I definitely know that you will be quite successful and you do very well. I'm truly blessed and honored to have connected with you. As she's mentioned, if you want these beautiful products in your home, or you want a luxury nightwear, you're welcome to get in touch with her on 072. That's a WhatsApp number, 4173641, and underscore Carol underscore Charlene. That's for Instagram. Carol and Charlene. That's the Facebook page. And also www.carolandcharlene.co.za. They are available. We will be sharing her contact details as well immediately after the interview on our Agape FM Facebook page for you to get more information. Any last word, Charlene, that you'd like to share with the listeners out there tuning in?
I'm just grateful for having me, and I hope you go out there and persist, follow your dreams, and even if the door is closed, knock, 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 knock until somebody hears you and they'll open. Just don't step back and say no. Maybe this is not for me. Persist until something happens. Like most people that have made it, they
Mm-hmm.
were they didn't give up at the first failure. They failed so
Mm-hmm.
much. Some started maybe 5 businesses that failed, but they never gave up.
Absolutely.
They kept on pushing and pushing until like they were successful. So persist until something happens. Yeah.
And that is the accountant, the model, who's not scared to knock on doors and kick those doors until she gets the answers. Charlene Mandulane. Thank you so much for coming into the studio today. And thank you so much to our listeners that have been tuning in this afternoon. I trust you've been enriched and nourished and ignited by today's conversations. And go out there, knock on those doors, kick the doors if they're not opening until you get an answer. Great. Take care and have a lovely afternoon.